What is going on, guys? Welcome to my brand new FIFA 18 career mode series with Napoli. If you're new to my channel, of course, make sure to hit that subscribe button for FIFA 18 daily videos in career mode. I already have a FIFA 18 career mode with Manchester United running, and I will run this series alongside that. So I'm not going to opt to go with the 60% increase or an extra top scout, extra GTN scouts. I'm going to go through the series rules. There's not going to be so many rules where it would be not too fun. It's just more transfer rules. Keep it a little bit realistic if you like those kind of career modes. And also maybe you can get a guide from the thumbnail as well, even though Napoli is in Italy, so it makes sense to have that on the thumbnail. But I want to be looking to sign either Italian players or players that are in the Serie A already. I was thinking if they played in the Serie A previously, I may do that. We'll see. But yeah, the main rules and my main transfers are going to be Italian players. Keep it a bit realistic, and for a few other reasons as well as we progress through the series. Maybe in the future I will look to take the Italian national job, and that will just add a bit more to the series as well, and the reasons why I do certain things in terms of signings, how I manage my Napoli side as well in terms of that. Of course, I'll use the scouting, try and get some good Italian young talents, but in terms of my signings, I'll be looking to sign a lot of Italian players. And you know, if you're a fan of Napoli, or if you're just a fan of the Italian league, Serie A in general, that Napoli don't have a lot of Italian players in their starting 11. Like, it's pretty shocking how much first-team players they have that are not Italian, that are from other countries. So, yeah, we'll be looking to rectify that and just, yeah, bringing back that Italian flair into Napoli's game. I like Napoli in general, like the players they do have, but I want to, yeah, bring in a few more players that will suit the style, but just to be a bit more realistic, because I feel like even though that is in real life, it can happen. I just feel like Napoli, like an Italian team, they should have more Italian players in the side. They do have a few more in the reserves and maybe a couple younger guys, but I want to bring that, yeah, first team quality, because I think they only have, yeah, one starter that is Italian, and I think they had an I'll show you when I go through a team. Anyway, we'll explain that more. But for now, we have got the scout instructions. I'm not going to keep those. Those were what they were by default. And see the age range from 16 to 50. Yeah, for sure. We're going to go out and sign a 50-year-old. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. I'm sure there will be. Maybe he could be assistant manager. Assistant manager. That sounds more like a 50-year-old. But anyway, that surprises me. I don't think there's any 50-year-old players in the game. It will make a bit more sense if it ended at 40. But anyway, guys, that's a perfect scout for me personally. You get the 5-star judgment and then experience 3-star. You can't get 2-star experience, but that's how you can get it as cheap as possible if you want 5-star judgment. Again, judgment, I've talked about this before, but if you're new to my series or you didn't know it, maybe you would already, but judgment is for the quality and experience is for when you want to be searching in specific areas or specific positions, more so specific positions if you want to look for defenders, midfielders, but I just search for any. So if you do that, only judgment matters. That's the quality of the players you get through. But here, like I said, I was just going through and take a look at all the different nations, and yeah, Jorginho was that other one. He's Italian, and Insigne is the only other one. But yeah, Jorginho, he was actually born in Brazil, so that's what I was going to say before. Insigne, in the starting 11 at least, he was the only Italian player that was born in Italy. So like I said, yeah, Jorginho, he is Italian, so he will play for Italy in the game, and he is Italian in real life, of course. But yeah, he wasn't born in Italy, but yeah, of course he's been there since he was young as well. So as you can see, I'm not too impressed with the reserves though. We've got a couple of aging guys. Rog, he is a very impressive talent as well. We've got a few of those guys, but yeah, it tells me we need to bring in some more signings. So Berardi looks like a key candidate for me. So there's a lot of like good player options in the game. So that's what I mean. I thought it might as well be realistic, go for Italian players. So Sassuolo. Unfortunately though, Berardi is not able to be approached, let's say, because he is a player they don't want to sell. Obviously, his quality, and if we want to sign him as Napoli, Sassuolo, they'll see him as such a crucial player to their plans and their fans. Just to rhyme it there, the fans would hate to see him leave. Andrea Consigli as well. His contract is running out in 12 months. See him as an option potentially. You got Donnarumma. Obviously, he's going to cost a lot of money, but I kind of want to stray away from signing those super high potential guys. But he would fit into the transfer rules of this series, but he's not going to be cheap at the same time. I'd rather uncover my own young goalkeeper as a youth player, and yeah, to compete with Donnarumma in terms of the best young Italian goalkeeper. So yeah, as I said, I was just going to adjust their instructions there. I like to search for players that are running out their contract, as you saw by the reports. So yeah, we'll see if we get anyone. And I did want to bring it to you guys as well in terms of what players I should be scouting, or more so the instructions, or what kind of players do we need to go for. So that's what I mean. You'll see as well, I'm only going to be scouting Italy, because unfortunately what you can't do, you can't scout by nationality in other countries. You have to just search by the league. So yeah, for Italian players that are not in Italy, not playing in Italy, there's not much we can do about that. I will just have to use my football knowledge about that, or also suggestions from you guys. But within those instructions, I guess you can say, and with our transfer rules for this series, I do like to go for younger guys, but first team, like in between like the ages of 20 and 23, because if they're first team as well, especially because you know they're going to improve and have a lot of years in them. But we're going to go through the objectives, and even though the requirement for that is low, as you can see for youth development, I was happy to see there's still 2 short-term things we have to achieve, 2 short-term objectives, even though it's low, the priority is low, so we don't have to do it. But it gives it's got something there for me to achieve. Even though if I don't do it, I probably won't lose my job. But what I see here, to win the league title, even reaching the semi-final of the cup there, that is not going to be an easy thing to do. But that's why we're starting it right here. That's going to be a challenge. I even tested, before I started up this career mode, that Napoli, their objectives and what the board wants is for you to win the league, and competing with the likes of AC Milan and Juventus and Inter Milan. It's not going to be easy. More so Juventus. Juventus, obviously, dominant Italian team. So yeah, we're going to have to watch out for him. So we also have got Chiesa on the radar. He's not as good as Berardi, but I mean, like, he's an option. That's the next option for me as a winger, right winger, Italian in the Serie A as well. So, but here we get an offer for Hisai. He's 23. He's a decent career mode fullback. He's been for the last couple of years. I know he develops well, but Tottenham, and shows me Tottenham, they're very good. Just see how they are in my Manchester United career mode. And he is just, he's a good player for us, but we're going to try and negotiate. I feel as though I always, unless it's a really, really important player for the team, I don't block offers. It's a case-by-case situation, but I feel like I like negotiating transfers. And see, we put 21 million there, and the only thing, I'm speeding up the clips here because yeah, just to speed up the videos so I can add more in it. Like, this video is 17 minutes, but yeah, you'll be able to see a lot in this first episode. So they're trying to compromise here with us. They've got 18, almost 19 million there. They put in a 18.8 million bid. We're thinking about, see, the salon clause. The salon clause is going to be important here. We're going to add it to, or increase to 15% for us, because I feel like 5% is not going to give you barely anything. So I want something of note, and then 20 million. If that gets accepted, I thought that was going to be a very, very good deal. Considering he's only 23, there's a good chance he will move on to another team. That's more than we're prepared to offer. And looking at this there, that was actually a decent deal, but that salon clause of 5%, when that's there instead of extra transfer money, I feel like it's not enough. So I increased it to 10%, and then from just 20.1 million, we increased it by 400k. We increased by 400k and 5% salon clause right there. So not a massive increase there, and let's see what they're gonna say about that. And then he completely just flips his lid right there. And you saw how much I increased 5% and 400k. I thought that was a pretty crazy reaction. I thought we could have actually got that accepted after I put that offer in. But anyway, guys, yeah, make your, I suppose, opinions of that, how I negotiated. Like, I didn't go into this career mode wanting to sell him. So I just thought, because I like negotiating transfers. So yeah, anyway, guys, just to show you the instructions, or more so the settings that I play on tele broadcast with those adjustments. I play on legendary difficulty with no adjusted sliders. Play the game as it is on the hardest difficulty and see how we go. This is a good first game to test ourselves in the preseason here, because Dortmund, no pushover. They've got some quality players in their side, but we do have an early chance there. Allen with the shot on target, not too bad. But now, just before the half, no one has scored up until now. You can see us taking a shot. Mertens. I feel like we need a more dominant striker in the team. Mertens is a great player, but you know, you saw his position centre forward. He's very creative as well. Now in the second half, so you can see we are creating opportunities. We're having some decent chances. Unfortunately, though, we haven't been able to find the back of the net. And late in the game, it's still 0-0 late in the game right now. They put in a ball that wasn't very effective for them. Really sums up their game here, Dortmund. We've been able to defend them, unfortunately, until the last minute. Take a look at that. Really disappointing to concede there, Dortmund. They get a nice goal. I thought maybe the goalkeeper could have done more, but there where Aubameyang just got to it, I thought we could have done it as well. So yeah, I was a bit frustrated, even though a preseason friendly, so essentially a preseason friendly anyway, and preseason tournament. But yeah, it's not too serious. But take a look at the ratings. We had some good players. Maybe some players could have had better games, but yeah, for the most part, we had some guys that, and yeah, he was our best player there. So I was really right to, I didn't want to let him go on the cheap, because he put in a quality performance. You probably don't see it too much. Like defenders, you don't see too much highlights of them, because obviously the video will be too long. Like showing whole games, and defensive highlights are not that exciting. But yeah, then I was just showing you here, or even just taking a look at it myself. We've got our top three up front. We don't have too many other guys like we could bring on. Like I left them all on for the whole game essentially, because we don't have that spark to come on, and that's where we're going to see. This is where it's the transfer rules I've put in place is going to be hard, because the ideal player I wanted to go for, the team didn't want me, or didn't want anyone. They don't want to listen to offers. So in Berardi from Sassuolo, that's easy enough for me to say. But yeah, Berardi, as you can see there, he's an ideal candidate, but they just don't let you make an offer. And Chiesa, he is okay, but he's not as good. He's a bit younger as well, 3 years younger. So I still want to make an offer for him, because he's one of the best players for his age we can actually go for with, like I said, with the transfer rules in place. So yeah, we're going to try and make a deal here for him. Hopefully we can in fact do that. And you'll see here, like I said, the clips are speeding up here. So it maybe looks a little bit funny with their like mouse moving fast with the messages. But yeah, need to do that to fit it into the episode. And that's why I'm going to be doing this in this post commentary style. So you're not going to hear live commentaries. If you're on the live commentaries, I got that on my Manchester United one. This is just going to be presented in a more different way essentially, and hopefully you guys will enjoy the style and kind of bring you back an old school style of career mode. This is what you probably see back FIFA 13, FIFA 14, FIFA 15, and I honestly miss those kind of career modes. No one really does it anymore, and yeah, they're kind of my favorite to kind of do, because I can actually play the game while not commentating, and that's a good relief. And then I still got my Manchester United career mode for you guys who still enjoy that. So yeah, just get the best of both worlds there. So yeah, still going on with the negotiation. Could we settle for 14 million for Chiesa there? Let's see. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. So I thought, we offered 14 million. They come back with 14,1900,000. So I was only going to increase it by a little bit there to 14.2 million, because we are very close. And I just felt we didn't have to increase it by too much more right there. And yeah, let's see. They do accept that. Fiorentina's rep. He looks pretty pumped up, doesn't he? Take a look at that. He looks really, really excited that we're going to get a deal done. I wonder if he's going to get a fee. He gets the agent's fee. Well, That's going to be the next guy at least. So yeah, we'll just have to see. He just looked very pumped up. So now we're going to discuss with the agent. There he is. But he kind of looks more like his grandfather than his agent. Just, he looks a bit old. But anyway, guys, we're going to put him a rotation, give him the squad role rotation, because he's still only 19. That's exactly how I would want to play him. I'll start him in some games, but then bring him off the bench. And there you go. His grandfather, yeah, he's like, yeah, that's all good. That's what we were looking for. And you're just like, okay, you've agreed on the role in the team. Let's discuss the length of the deal. I've talked about this before, but basically anyone who's not a player over 30, I like to give them 4 years, or maybe 29 I consider, maybe 2 years, 3 years. But yeah, when they're a young player, I like to give them 4 years. Just instead of going the maximum of 5, just go 4, make it a bit different. But yeah, let me know what you guys do as well. It's good to see how you play the game, of course, but now we're getting into the nitty-gritty, into the wage. So he does want a bit of an increase there, or that 34.5K per week. So yeah, that is a bit of an increase what he is on already at Fiorentina. I do think he is a nice talent in real life as well. I've used him in previous years, just as a player in FIFA. I haven't signed him in career mode, but yeah, he feels very good on the ball, good winger, good dribbling, and he progresses well. I've seen in career mode as well. I actually saw him move to Arsenal in one career I played last year. So negotiating a bit. We don't want to there we go. He's gotten mad. So that was a bit disappointing. Again, another case where I don't think I increased it by too much, but that's something we're going to have to deal with now. So we can't really approach him again. So a bit disappointing. They come this way to negotiate and they give up after a few minutes. Yeah, I think I like it, but it makes it tough, but it makes it exciting at the same time. It's a good challenge. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this episode. Drop a like if you do, and if you like me doing them in this Malone-style commentary. Hopefully you get that pun. But anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoy the video, and I'll see you guys next time.